Hey Capricorn, Everlong Mystic here. Today we're going to start out your reading with the Angel of Capricorn. This is from the Angelarium Year 2. Just want you to take a look. It's a beautiful picture here. I like this halo. It looks like a Saturn ring halo here, and it's weird. It's like the cosmic fish. There's something interesting about like the cosmic fish here, because this is, I guess it's the part of the, what is it, the mergoat, the water essence of the mergoat. But I get like parental. I feel like this is like motherly love or parental love, like fatherly love, motherly love. Anyways, so let's read about Angel of Capricorn, Hanael. Walking into the future from the past, we travel a perilous journey. Sometimes there are people in our lives that guide us, and sometimes we ourselves must be the guide. This sign represents the part of us that must carry the torch of responsibility and tradition. The long and lonely road that stretches before us must be walked, but it does not need to be walked alone. Wow. So there's a certain strength in here, and I do still feel that parenty vibe here, where, like, as if this angel acts as a responsible parent. You know what I mean? Like, even if it's hard, even if there are challenges, it's like, it's like you take your responsibilities seriously. And it's a noble thing. But you know what? It's right. You don't have to be alone. You don't have to be alone to do it. And just because, being responsible and doing the right thing, just because some people see that as you being a square, or you being the bad guy or the fuddy-duddy or the party pooper or whatever, it doesn't matter, because sometimes, it's definitely long. The road is long, but I would say it's sometimes lonely. It's not always lonely. Because you're noticed, Capricorn. You're noticed. All right. Let's just see what else we need to know about this. All right, Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to know? All right. Ooh. All right, we have fire here. That's interesting because of all this orange around this angel. Okay. So, fire, a strong emotion, passionate love or a hate. I feel like this speaks about it does speak about the emotions that are involved, because when you have to make some really tough emotional decisions sometimes, Capricorn, when you're being responsible, when you are taking that road, because not everyone is going to love your decisions. You know what I mean? Some people, like I said, might paint you as the bad guy, but you know at your core that you're doing the right thing. You know what I mean? So I feel like these strong emotions, they can be from you or they could be towards you, but it's part of the journey. It's part of the road. It's part of the road. It's part of the, what? Sometimes it is lonely, but not always. Oh, here we go. So you have the chair card. Someone new is entering your life. See, it's not always lonely. You know, sometimes people come and go. Sometimes when you are done guiding someone, when you're that, you know, when you have that role, once you've guided them to a certain point, they're not meant to stay. They're off on their own road. You know what I mean? And then someone new comes in for you to guide. Same thing when you're being guided. You know, mentors don't stay forever. Like when you're being guided when you need it most, you know, you get the guidance, you absorb the information, you apply it in your life, you go on, and they go to mentor someone else, and then, you know, someone new enters their life, you know, that kind of thing. All right. What else does Capricorn need to know? I really am just getting so much love in this card. It's the way they're holding like the baby goat, mergoat, the baby. Like, look how loving, that loving embrace. It's like an I love you no matter what kind of feeling. It's like walking through fire. I would walk through fire for you kind of feeling. You know what I mean? So we have Three of Pentacles here, and this, I'm really getting the family, I'm really getting the family vibe here. Like, it's the family vibe. It's like work, you know, finding, you know, like your tribe and working together and creating beautiful things and memories, and it's just really, it's the whole like parent loving their family and working together, and like the good, you know, like the good times, like the good times, because it's not, you know, the road is not always lonely. There, all of this wonderful stuff is possible, even if you are responsible. You know what I mean? And then we have the moon here. And this is surrendering experiences. Surrendering experiences. Okay, so Capricorn, this goes over here. Capricorn, sometimes when you're focused on a task or you're focused on your responsibilities, you will be faced with something that you don't know what to do. And it's okay. And it's also okay to surrender to that feeling. You don't always have to know what to do. You don't always have to be doing. You know what I mean? You can step back and you can sit things out if you want to. You know what I mean? Because you're not a horse. You know what I mean? You're not a workhorse. I mean, you are, but you're not. You can take a step back. You can think about things. You can process. You can process these strong emotions. Like, give yourself time. You know what I mean? Because you're not a robot. You have feelings, okay? And it's okay to let yourself process them. Yeah, this is just reassurance for you, Capricorn, that excuse me, sometimes it's okay to walk away. Sometimes it's okay to walk away when it gets too hot. You know what I mean? It's okay to walk away when it gets too hot, because sometimes people say things, they say words in the heat of the moment. You know what I mean? And that this would be an example of a time when you can sit back and just like surrender to the experience, process that emotion, okay? Because if you don't process your emotions, they're going to stay bottled up and they're going to explode later. And explosions are ugly. They're ugly, they're messy. You don't want that hot mess. So I feel like you're being given an example of when it's, that it's okay to process emotions. And look, this is perfect. Six of Wands. This is what I was saying about the lonely road. Sometimes people are going to love you. Sometimes people are going to hate you. It's okay. And that same thing here. Sometimes you're going to be the freaking star of the show, Capricorn. You're going to be revered. You're going to be celebrated. But sometimes you're not. And the audience is, sometimes you're not going to be appreciated. Sometimes you're going to be looked over. Sometimes you're going to be crapped on. But you know what? That's the road. And you can handle it. You can handle it, Capricorn. You totally can. All right. This is your message, but I have a trick-or-treat surprise for you, Capricorn. So I'm going to roll this, and it's going to decide if I pull another card, or your reading is over, or if you get a bonus fairy reading. So let's see. Bonus! All right, Capricorn, you get a bonus fairy reading. Sweet. I'm going to record it separately. And thank you for being here, and I'll let you know in a second how to get your bonus fairy reading. All right, bye. Hey there, real quick. So how to get your bonus message. I didn't say that at the end of your video, but how to get your bonus message. The fairy reading is I'm recording it separately, and I will have an unlisted link that I'm going to put at the very bottom of the description box. So it'll be just scroll through everything. At the very bottom, it'll say like surprise or something like that, or treat message, something like that. And just click on that link, and that will be your bonus fairy message. All right? All right.